Welcome. Ms Legalista here, aka Attorney Shelia. Look, I like to work out. I like to go to okay, maybe I don't like to go to the gym. I just like to work out. I prefer to be outside. But a lot of times people are getting gym memberships. But remember when the pandemic was going on, people were really online trying to figure out ways to stay healthy and fit, to have a healthy and fit lifestyle at home because those gyms were closed. Lots of people were going outside. My daughter and I would go walking and we would be just like, okay, everybody is outside now.
Yeah.
Now that all of that is over, though, I want to talk about one fitness influencer who has come under a lot of scrutiny for the products that she was selling. Her name is Brittany Dawn, and you guys may have heard of her. I didn't hear of her until all this hit the fan quite a while ago. Well, it's 2023, and they're actually headed to court now. If you guys have looked at some of my videos before, you know that it can take years between the time someone is alleged to have had a scam until they actually wind up in court having to defend themselves against these allegations. Well, it's 2023. We are going to take a look at this court case. But first, if you don't know who she is, let me just sort of bring up some information about her because, lots of people are looking at fitness influencers as people who can, say, hey, this person did it. Why can't I do it? She also is a person who talks a lot about faith and family on her social media platforms. So she's got some information here, and you can see at the top she's got a number of social media platforms that she is on. Now, I had seen her on YouTube before. I did not realize she had a Pinterest account, but everybody has all sorts of accounts now. So let's pull up this Pinterest account and see what's going on with that. Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Interesting. I actually saw that written outside of, this was years ago, you guys. This was right after 9/11. I was in New York. It was March of of the next year. So what year was that? 2002. And I was on the platform viewing area with someone else, and so you could see where everything had happened. The Twin Towers were gone, and you could write a message on the wall that was along. It was like, I guess made out of plywood or something like that, but you could write a message, and someone had left this message up there that said, Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. And literally, as I'm sitting here, I have a picture from that trip that I took. And it's a picture that was outside of the church. If you remember, there was a church right there. And all of these people had put all of these notes and things. And so I can see that from here. And so it was interesting that she said that because that's immediately where my mind went. But this is her Pinterest site here, and you can see Brittany Dawn. She's got her link there. Before all else, sort of the king podcast host. I didn't know she had a podcast, Chiseled and Called. She's got almost 35,000 followers on Pinterest, and she gets a little over 2 million views a month. But let's see what she's actually posting up here before we go to take a look at this lawsuit. So when you're having kids, a lot of these are just short videos. Look, 6, 13 seconds, 42 seconds, 45 seconds. So yeah, a lot of these are just really short videos that she's got up here. Again, like I said, about lifestyle. Here's something from her podcast, Chiseled and Called episode. Work, I guess. She's got some things here on faith and family. You can see her working out further down here. I guess she's on the rope here. No caffeine for 10 months. Hair, she's talking about Jesus here. So you can see that she has quite a number of videos up here, and they're really short. Most of them are really, really short, for 12 seconds. These are pretty short, but we're used to seeing short vertical videos now. So they're all over her Pinterest page. And then she also, of course, has an account on Instagram. I'm sorry, my phone just continues to go off. She also has an account on Instagram, and you can see here she's got 481,000 followers here. And again, you know, very nice setup. And again, so now you see more about her and her husband and her family here, family life, having a baby and that sort of thing. You'll see all of that there. Workout. Again, family, faith, fitness is what I would sort of categorize her as. And she doesn't have as much up here. And I did show in another video, let me see if I can scroll down to it really fast, because she did do a lot of before and after videos. So she's talking here about placing my identity in fitness. Got baby pictures there. But she did have a number of pictures here that were sort of before and after, like 2009 versus 2019. So here's one that says 2018 versus 2022. But I wanted to show a couple further back so that you could see, and not that. I wanted to go even further back. Let me see if I can scroll down and find one. If not, we will just move on to the, so I think this is one. So I think this is actually her before, and this is her now. And some people commented, okay, very pretty in both. One person even said less makeup. I don't know. It depends on how much makeup you want to wear, how you want to do your hair, if you want to color it or not. But I was trying to get to a before and after. You guys is way down here. Again, you see a lot here with her getting married and her husband. She did talk about, I think there's something about food there. So not as much workout information here. I think you really have to go really back to see more of the information about the workout. And I think I'm going to give up showing that to you. But I wanted you to see it so you could see how people might look at her and say, oh, okay, well, she seems like she's gotten more in shape, more in, I don't know, fitness oriented or something like that. You see there the ab workout. You see more pictures there, glute workout, home workout. And so you have people starting to look at her. Okay, so here you go. Here's the first one, before and after here. So some people may see that and say, hey, how did you get in shape? What did you do? I'd love to know, a little bit more about your workout, what you're eating. You see her having some food here, 10,000 people liking that. Another before and after. She calls it then and now. So then and now. And I'm not really going to comment on her appearance. I'm just trying to show you how people might say, oh, I want to get a little more fit, or I want to get a little bit more exercise in. What kinds of things should I be doing? And so you see her here working out. More then and now pictures, more workout content here. So you can see as you go further back, you do see more workout, more eating here. So, there's some more there. And so people started to like really follow her, and you can see some muscle development there. So people got into this a little bit. And so they were impressed enough to start to buy what she was selling. Now the question is, well, hey, what was she selling? Well, let's head back over to this lawsuit so that I can bring it up so you can see what she was selling. Let me see if I can find that. I have so many tabs open, you guys, and it's sort of like, wait, where is the right tab? All right, this is coming out of the state of Texas. Texas, you guys. Filed February 1st, 2022. And you're going to see, we're going to see how far back this goes. So is this plaintiff, the state of Texas, complains that defendants Brittany Dawn Davis and Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC violated the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Consumer Protection Act. Most states have some sort of act like this. This is defendant was doing business in the United States and in Texas, and her limited liability company is a Texas limited liability company. All right. So let's go down here, and I want to go ahead and get to the factual allegations because that's what we really want to talk about. We want to see what went on, what the state of Texas is saying about this. It says beginning in 2014, defendants profited from the sale of online fitness packages to thousands of consumers with the promise of personalized, remember that word, personalized nutritional guidance and individualized fitness coaching. So already, just to sort of set the stage, people are thinking they're going to get something special here. Look at this, personalized, okay? Individualized. Those are terms I want you to remember because I have a feeling that they are going to play a big role in where this is going. Specifically, defendants' online fitness packages offered macro nutritional assessments and, depending on the plan purchased, daily or weekly email training and one-on-one coaching. Defendants' online nutrition and fitness packages ranged from $92 for a one-time macro consultation to $300 for 3 months of personalized macros, trainings, and coaching. However, the online nutrition and fitness plans delivered to consumers were not individualized. Defendants also failed to provide the promised coaching and check-ins. Defendants largely ignored consumer complaints, or if they did respond, offered only partial refunds. In 2019, consumers' complaints on social media garnered media attention, prompting defendant Davis to make a video apology posted to YouTube. I actually saw that. I don't mean now, I mean back before. Defendants promptly took the website down, but now, she still has a website up where she is still selling some things. Defendant Brittany Dawn Davis is an internet influencer and the CEO and face of Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC. Influencers are individuals with large followings on social media. An internet influencer's following is typically in a distinct niche, such as lifestyle, fashion, beauty, or physical fitness. Defendants Brittany Dawn Fitness LLC and Ms. Davis sold personalized nutrition and fitness plans to consumers via a website, bdawnfit.com. Ms. Davis posted photographs of herself in fitness clothing and posted exercise tips, information about nutrition, such as healthy Starbucks hacks. Now, I did see a couple of those pictures with her holding some Starbucks, and body positive and inspirational quotes on her Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel, Twitter, Pinterest page, and blog, which were all linked back to the bdawnfit.com website for sales. The bdawnfit.com website offered personalized online fitness plans that contained a nutrition component based on personalized macronutrients, an exercise component, and one-on-one coaching. Depending on the length and type of plan, consumers paid anywhere from $92 to $3,000. The offered plans included the 30-day individualized macros and training and 90-day individualized macros and training. So let's just be clear here, because I think this is exactly where this problem is going. So you see this fitness influencer, she's got a number of followers, she's on social media platforms, she's showing her workouts, she's showing what she's eating, she's showing and sharing these Starbucks hacks, and people are seeing that then picture and that now picture, and they want to have their own then picture and now picture. And so they say, hey, well, she's selling personalized plans. So I can get a plan that's designed to fit my needs. And that's what people are thinking. All right, but I don't think that that's how things really went down. The what was this? Now see, I've just forgotten. Her website also offered a macro consult, which included one recalculation of the consumer's personal macronutrients after the initial assessment. Defendants also offered specialized bridal or bikini competition fitness plans that included daily text and email check-ins. I mean, that is really personal. Like, you're going to send me something on a daily basis? It's a specialized. A self-guided training plan for $45, a fraction of the cost of the fitness plans with individualized macros and training, and ebooks on nutrition were also offered. Regardless of which nutrition or fitness plan was purchased, an essential component of almost every sale on the website was the individualized coaching offered by defendant Davis. I'm telling you, that is the piece. That's the piece here. The website identified Ms. Davis as the individual providing the coaching and support, so people are thinking they're going to get it from her. She was described as your coach, your confidant, your biggest supporter and friend, there to push you, mold you, and to help you find that person you've always wanted to become. The website instructed consumers purchasing a fitness plan to fill out the following survey so we can personalize your macros to your goals and needs. And Ms. Davis's first email to a purchasing consumer after the survey was completed stated, "Don't forget that this is just your starting point, and I will be making adjustments as needed throughout the next 4 or 12 weeks with me." I mean, so that really sort of sets you up because you really feel at that point that this is something personal to you. That sure, you know that she's selling a lot of these to people, but you go through the effort of filling out this survey and thinking that someone is going to sit down and look at your answers and that all of this is going to become a part of this specialized and individualized fitness and nutrition plan that you're going to get. And that all of this is going to be taken into account if you're getting one of those one-on-ones. That's how you're thinking this is going to go. That's your plan. I don't know if it's hers, but we'll see when that goes to court. According to Ms. Davis, the macronutrients for each consumer were customized at the very beginning of the plan based on several factors, including a consumer's weight, height, goals, and activity level. And she adjusted the macronutrients throughout the plan as she determined necessary. In addition to an initial assessment and continued refinement, so she's continuing to work on this, of macronutrients throughout the plan, as previously noted, an essential component of the goods and services offered by defendants was a personal fitness coaching. The weekly interactions between the consumers and their coach, Ms. Davis, were to be an integral part of the individualized support necessary to fully customize a plan for each consumer. The coaching, be it weekly emails or daily text messages, were promised for the full 30-day or 60-day duration of the purchased nutrition and fitness plans. However, defendants repeatedly failed to provide this essential component. Many consumer complainants stated that they did not receive the individualized coaching they purchased as part of their fitness plan. One consumer who purchased a 90-day individualized macro and training plan received one email back from Ms. Davis after her initial check-in. One email back. No further coaching nor adjustments were offered or made. Another consumer who had purchased a 90-day individualized macro training plan stopped receiving any contact from Ms. Davis after the first 2 weeks. Still, other consumers complained that any responses they did receive, if even initially to a detailed check-in or specific question, were generic and non-substantive, such as, "That's my girl, you're killing it," or "You've got this, babe." So you're sitting there expecting that you're getting something personalized, and then you get these like template like responses, these auto responders is what it sounds like. Set my stuff on auto respond, so it'll say, "Girl, you're killing it, you got this, babe, you're on your way, you're good to go, I'm here for you." Nothing personalized or individual about that. Nothing, right? Sounds like an autoresponder to me. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Consumers who purchased the personalized online nutrition and fitness plans were given access to a Team Brittany Dawn Facebook group. Have y'all, I mean, I put together some Facebook groups and they were for people to come together about things, but it was never in response to me selling something to someone. I know that that's the process that people do this. It's like get your lead, set up your Facebook group, get your Discord group, sell stuff, sell stuff, sell stuff. And yeah, I know that that's the cycle. So what she was doing was nothing new. She was following the same course model that's being taught by a whole bunch of other people about how to sell to others. So it is not anything new at all. I'm a member of a few Facebook groups. Some of them are really good. Some of them I like them. I'm telling you, this is how we live now. I'm actually more in my Facebook group sometimes than I am on like regular Facebook. I don't know. You tell me. It depends on what you're looking for. All right, let's head back. Consumers who purchased. Yeah, I just said that. It was through the Facebook group that consumers realized that defendants had given them the same, quote, individualized nutrition and fitness plans. One consumer commented that I thought at first you created this workout plan based on my needs and wants until I referred two friends to you and their plans were the same. Can you imagine how hurt you are? Because here is the thing. Not only, and let me just come back on screen here for a second. So now, not only are you feeling scammed, okay? It was one thing to find out that, oh gosh, it doesn't even look like this is personalized or specialized, and I'm just getting these autoresponders. So now I'm a little upset. But I'm thinking, you look so great on social media, and I feel like, you're sharing with me. I'm going to invite a couple of my friends to do the same thing. And now, as we're talking and working out together and thinking about our goals and how we want to live a better, healthy, and fit lifestyle, we find out that you've scammed all three of us and given all three of us the same nutritional and workout information, and that none of our plans are individualized. If you're that person, now you feel bad because you brought in two friends who now got scammed also. So you're feeling really bad at this point. I can imagine you're just a little upset about the whole thing at this point and not happy with Brittany Dawn. Another noted that her plan did not take into consideration her workout schedule or frequency, nor considered her workout limitations. And as discussed above, since defendant Davis was not providing individualized coaching in response to the daily or weekly check-ins, consumers were not receiving the promised adjustments, remember those refinements, to the workout plan to achieve their individual fitness goals. In addition to the lack of coaching or individualized fitness plans, defendants did not customize each consumer's macronutrients at the beginning of the fitness plan. Although consumers answered personal survey questions at registration about their height, weight, goals, and activity level on the promise of an individual assessment, defendants delivered generic macronutrient guidelines to consumers. One consumer found that she and another consumer of approximately the same height had a suggested caloric intake differential of only 60 calories, even though one weighed 140 pounds more. Defendants also failed to provide the adjustments to macronutrient promised for the duration of the fitness plan. One consumer complained that she was never provided a macronutrient adjustment, even though she was working out and her body was changing. So no refinement there. Another was a beginner weighing 200 pounds who almost passed out from inadequate nutrition. Okay, so wait, let me read the next section. Defendant Davis did not respond to her emails asking for assistance. Another consumer suffered extreme hunger and sent email after email seeking help from Ms. Davis, who finally responded a month later, scolding her for not letting her know how bad the hunger was earlier, even though each email explained her issue. So let me be the bad person here for a second. Okay, let me just be the bad person here for a second. In some of those pictures, Brittany Dawn looks underweight. She looks undernourished. She does not look like, to me, I'm not her doctor. This is just me just looking. Okay, this is just me looking. Some of those pictures, she looks very thin. I am not sure that that is a healthy weight for her. I don't know how tall she is. I'm just saying she appears to be very thin. If you are looking at that, this can be very concerning, not just from that sort of perspective, but now you have people saying in this complaint, the government is alleging in this complaint that you had people who sounded like their health now was at issue. and they are reaching out to her and she is not responding. There is a potential here for someone to really have a serious medical or health issue here based on information that you've provided. I mean, this is really, really bad. This is bad. And then to blame that person by saying, oh, well, you should have reached out to me sooner about your hunger pains. Girl, no. I just think that is so wrong. And I think that the state of Texas is thinking that's wrong too. And that this is why we are where we are. So this whole thing where Mrs. Davis, who finally responded a month later, scolded her for not letting her know how bad the hunger was earlier. To some extent, I'm not really surprised because when you look at how thin she is, you would have some concerns here. Misled consumers, okay. Defendant Davis posted videos on YouTube explaining that she overcame her disorder through exercise and healthy eating and the same social media posts. And the reason I'm not saying all of that is because YouTube can get a little funny about some of this. She then offered links to her fitness and nutrition plans. Consumers inferred from defendant's videos and links to her website that she had special training to address this. One consumer noted that the main reason I chose her out of all the coaches out there was specifically that she advertised herself as a soldier in this. It is incredibly important to me that the person I choose to coach me had an idea of what it was like to deal with this. Prior to reaching out to her for guidance, I battled with this, and at my worst, here's where I was. So now we see how truly, truly, truly concerning this is, because it really is. This, when I'm thinking about scams and I'm thinking about the potential to harm people, I'm thinking Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos, because now you have people who could really, really, really be hurt by what you're doing. Ms. Davis denies that she accepted consumers with those issues. However, consumer documents tell a different story. At least 14 consumers who sought refunds from defendants mentioned this in their complaints. One consumer on her initial survey states, I truly need guidance, help, the right information and support right now. I currently have this. Ms. Davis's response was, great, welcome to the Team Brittany Dawn family. Okay, so you guys can tell I had not read this before, right? Because even that's your response to what this person is saying. Because what it should have been was, let me direct you to this organization and this professional, because I think that is where you need to be seeking some guidance. Not me, because I got an Instagram account with 400,000+ followers. Defendants proceeded to provide cardio exercises and low-calorie macronutrient suggestions that would only be suitable for someone who needed to lose weight, not put it on. See, wrong. See, that's wrong right there. That's part of where she missed the boat here. She missed the boat. She missed the airplane. She missed the car ride. She needed to call an Uber or something because she was just lost. She was lost. It shows you that she was not really looking at the information that they were sending her, and that she was still sending out these non-customized, non-specialized information and nutritional and exercise plans to people that were basically the same, and they were all about losing weight and not about someone who might be in the reverse position. And the government's probably going to hone in on that and the damage that you do to someone in that predicament. Again, we're talking about putting someone's life in your hands. That is what you did. It sounds like that is what the government is alleging here. And when you did it, you didn't even really respond with care and understanding. Another customer wrote, when I filled out your new client questionnaire, I clearly stated that I was currently suffering from and looking to increase my calorie intake. The nutrition plan she received from defendants had a calorie intake significantly lower than what the consumer who needed to gain weight had reported. Oh, so this is just wrong, okay? Charging shipping fees for a digital product. Defendants charge consumers a shipping fee, even though the nutrition and fitness plans were emailed, incurring no mailing or shipping fees. False, misleading, or deceptive acts. Okay, so this is This is what the government is alleging here. She alleged that she would provide one-on-one coaching and or modify the workouts and nutritional guidelines via weekly check-ins as a part of a personalized fitness plan, and then failed to provide such coaching, check-ins, modifications. She said she would provide one-on-one coaching and or modify again, and I think this is just under a different section of the statute, so same sort of thing here, by representing explicitly or implicitly that she had special knowledge or training to address these issues when she did not, and misrepresented the standard, quality, or grade of the goods or services, by representing that she would provide individual nutritional assessments and again these check-ins, but she was providing the same plan. Look here, this is what the government says: provided the same plan. I guess I don't get to highlight anymore. Provided the same plan or essentially the same plan to consumers with no intention of providing individualized coaching or making modifications and adjustments to consumers' macros or routines to help them achieve their fitness goals. Yeah, none of that. And then we have the chipping fees again. And so injuries to consumers have caused actual damages to identifiable persons who are entitled to compensation. So they're asking for a trial by jury. And here's what they say. Plaintiff praised that after due notice and hearing, the court enter a permanent injunction restraining and enjoining defendants, officers, agents, servants, employees, and attorneys, and any other person in active concerts or participation with any or all defendants who receive actual notice of the order from engaging in the following acts or practices. Okay, so they don't want her offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plans. They don't want her saying that she's going to do anything personalized. Nothing that includes one-on-one coaching, offering or selling any nutrition or fitness plans that include personalized workout routines, or any modifications or adjustments to a workout routine, or that includes daily or weekly check-ins. They wanted to stop representing that she has any special knowledge of training to address certain issues when she does not, and to stop charging a shipping fee for goods or services delivered by email. And this is plaintiff further requests that this court award money damages and restitution of monies paid by consumers. Civil penalties of up to $10,000 per violation for each and every violation of the act is authorized. Penalties up to $250,000. So that's a whole lot there. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's now what you see that went on with this, and you have a better understanding of what to look for when you say, hey, I'm going to go online and I'm going to get one of these fitness influencers who, I mean, and a lot of times they're personal trainers. A lot of times they have the certification. I don't know about her. I didn't look into hers, and they didn't really talk about that here. But a lot of times the online personal trainers and fitness influencers do have a background in this. They have been personal trainers. So some of them are very good and they can provide you with great individualized workouts. But you need to be able to recognize the scam fitness person from the real fitness person. And that's what we're talking about here. And sometimes you won't know, though. You won't know until you've gotten the plan back and started looking at it and realized, okay, I'm not getting my weeklies. I'm not getting my daily texts. I'm not getting my one-on-one coaching. My plan looks just like everybody else's plan when I get in the Facebook group. Because now we're all talking to each other and we can see that you didn't really give us a personalized or specialized plan and you're dropping the ball. And so it sounds like there were a number of issues here with hers. So number one, it sounds like she really did decide that she was just going to give this sort of generic plan. That's what it's sounding like. I don't know yet, That's what they're alleging here, and that's what it sounds like. And then on the other side, it sounds like she may not have planned to she may not have done a very good job of having a team in place. Because if you have a team in place, then they can be working with you on these modifications and refinements, working with you to help put together the individualized plans, working with you to make sure you're following up on your daily texts and weekly one-on-one coaching sessions. So it sounds like she may not have had a good business model in place for this. I don't know. We'll see what gets argued in court once it starts. But for you, if you're out there looking for someone to train you, well, it won't be me. I mean, it was funny because the guy who owns the gym was like, he was like, oh, you should really start doing fitness videos. And I was like, but I'm not a personal trainer. And every time I think about that, I think I don't want to personally train people. I'm here to just do my own workout so I can live my life. But he was like, oh, yes, but people are at home now and they, need people who are, I just couldn't do it. I did some videos like that. I really tried. I tried, but it was not my thing. It just was not my thing. So I'll share, and I haven't shared fitness videos in a long time. And so, when I share it, it's mostly talking about what I'm doing. It's not to sell you that. I think at one point in time I did have like a notebook where you could write things down, but it was never, here is a nutritional plan for you. It was never anything like that. So as you're trying to figure out between the scam fitness person and the real fitness person, do your homework. Check out the reviews, go to Better Business Bureau, see what people are saying. And good luck with it. All right. So if this brings you some additional information about this helps you out, helps you watch out for fitness scam artists, then go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.